Previously on Alan Wake, I'm hunted by the law.
Sheriff, Wake's running. I'm giving chase.
Are you seriously telling me that writer just took out my deputies?
A thriller I supposedly wrote is coming true. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I was told that Alice had been kidnapped, but that was a lie.
We don't have his wife. We don't know where she is.
Her purported kidnapper was eaten up by the dark presence before it attacked me.
Alan, shh, baby. It was just a nightmare.
Alice.
There you go, Alan.
Hartman. I fell.
I had to give you a sedative. Don't fight it. You went through another rough period.
What?
Right now, it's very important that you stay calm. We don't want you to have another episode. You're a patient at my clinic. Have been for a while now. The shock of your wife's death triggered a mental illness.
No, you're lying.
You're suffering from various symptoms of undifferentiated schizophrenia.
Bastard.
It's okay, Alan. Just let go.
I felt groggy. Whatever Hartman had bumped in me was making me numb. I felt like this was happening to someone else. Someone I was watching on television. I couldn't think. Couldn't focus.
Привет, меня зовут Сергей, вы на канале Холодный Змей. Я прохожу Alan Wake. И у нас пока нету никакого задания.
There were only empty sheets of paper here. No manuscript pages.
В какой-то клинике оказались. Это клиника этого доктора.
Good evening, Alan. Are we feeling better now? Feeling calm?
Yeah. I see you brought your pet gorilla with you. So sure, I'm calm. I get the message. Loud and clear.
Quite right. That's the spirit. You're being very brave, Alan. I understand you're confused. I would be more concerned if you weren't suspicious of me. I don't blame you for it.
Big of you.
Now, why don't you come with me? We'll reacquaint you with my clinic and go over everything you might have forgotten. Little walk and some fresh air? Yes, it will do you good. This corridor is for patients. Most of them aren't here right now. Jack took them out for a fishing trip, except for the ones who are particularly vulnerable, of course. I encourage creativity as a part of the recovery process here at Cauldron Lake Lodge. I specialize in treating artists.
I bet you do.
Splendid, Alan. I honestly believe we can get this thing under control if we work together. This way, Alan. Now, Alan, from past experience with you, I know I need to get right into the heart of the matter as quickly as I can after an episode. So I'm just going to say this. Alice is dead.
No.
You're in a very vulnerable state until you understand and accept this. Alice drowned, and you couldn't face that. You're suffering from hallucinations, paranoid delusions, unusual thinking, an obsession about light and darkness, a feeling that everything revolves around you, your thoughts and dreams. Your mind has constructed an elaborate fantasy scenario in which your writings are affecting reality. She has been kidnapped and supernatural forces of darkness are trying to stop you. We go this way, Alan.
I wasn't ready for another shot, so I went along with it. He had to be lying. But under the influence of the drug he had given me, I had to fight not to believe his words.
It's all in your head. You've been making it up. Apart from the tragic accident with your wife, no one has been killed. Your delusions are just a manifestation of your subconscious mind trying to protect you from the too painful truth. Unless we fight the fantasy, it will return. I know the instinct is to resist me, but think about it. Doesn't this make far more sense than the insane supernatural conspiracy you have concocted in your mind? You're a skeptic by nature, Alan. We both know this. Everything can be explained logically.
Алла не умеет так ходить, как доктор. Медленно.
I never get tired of this view. Very inspiring, isn't it?
Cauldron Lake spread below us. I could see Mirror Peak on the other side of the lake. I thought I could make out the spot where Diver's Isle had been when I arrived with Alice. Now there was nothing but waves.
Вроде умеет ходить. Надо зажать Ctrl.
It seems there's a storm coming. Funny, I don't recall there being a mention of that in the weather forecast. Well, no matter. This way. Follow me.
Что это за дичь у
Alan,
него?
what I'm telling you is good news. Right now we're in control. Every time you have a relapse, it gets more and more difficult to resurface from the dark depths of your imagination. Not surprising, considering your profession. Imagination is what you work with. After all your nightmares, this should come as an immense relief to you. If it doesn't, why is that? Because I'm lying? Or because you don't want to admit that you're not well? It's very natural for you to think of me as your enemy. It's part of the illness.
I let him
After all,
talk.
I'm the one
Hartman
trying to
obviously
bring
loved
you
his
out
own
of the
voice.
world you've
His words
constructed for
echoed
yourself.
madly inside
But
my
I
head.
can't do
I
it
dug
by
my nails
myself.
into the palms of my hands
You
to
need
stay
to work
focused.
with me. Once you accept that, we can begin the journey towards your recovery. Come along. Let's go inside. Here's the entrance to the office wing. That's for staff only. You were impressed by my trophies when you first arrived here. I do love to hunt. The great outdoors, man versus nature. It's wonderful stuff.
Pretty damn wonderful, yeah.
Scary, scary, scary.
Emerson.
I'm a real bad dream, mister. You should be afraid of me. Don't want to run into me in the night, that's for sure.
Please, Emerson. Mr. Wake is confused enough as it is.
Yeah, you'd like me to go away so you won't be scared. But you can't just decide what kind of dream you have or when you have it.
Emerson.
Okay. Sorry. Boo.
That's Emerson. We're actually making some progress with him, I'm happy to say. He works on video
Elbow
games.
strike. Ooh,
It's
yeah.
trash, of course, but it does involve
Get him
some
to the head.
small creative effort, which makes him receptive to my therapeutic methods.
No kidding.
Come, Alan, this way. Now, you might have noticed the typewriter in your room. You've been writing as a part of the therapy. As soon as you feel up to it, you should continue.
Добро пожаловать в дом на озере Холдрон. Мы окажем вам всю необходимую помощь вам. Тем не менее, просим соблюдать следующие правила. Попросите друзей и близких заранее планировать посещение, чтобы они не приходились на время ваших лечебных процедур или творческих деятельностей. Кроме того, просим вас уважать права на уединение и личное пространство других пациентов, особенно когда они заняты творчеством. Будьте терпеливы, большинство наших пациентов сталкиваются с долговременными творческими трудностями, которые не решаются за одну ночь. Позвольте себе тратить столько времени, сколько нужно. Помните, что вы добровольно соглашаетесь на лечение, специально подобранное для вас. Терапия вовлечения и ее аналог – метод потока. Наиболее эффективные, когда пациент активно вовлечен в их формирование. Если вас что-то беспокоит, не стесняйтесь об этом говорить.
My rheumatism's killing me. There's a storm coming. Oh, what a storm.
I hope it wipes this place off the face of the earth.
And these two are the Anderson brothers, Odin and Thor. They had how should I put this? A heavy metal band in the 70s and 80s called Old Gods of Asgard. They even adopted new first names to complete the image of Viking gods. After the band broke up, they lived on a farm nearby. They are, well, in advanced stages of dementia. They're well cared for, TLC and all that. There's nothing more that can be done. I'm afraid that the rock and roll lifestyle has left its mark.
Oh, that won't do. I'm so sorry to cut this short for now, Alan. The power has been acting up. I'd better go check on it. We'll continue this soon. Meanwhile, when you feel up to it, return to your room and try to write. It really is for the best. Don't you think?
I'd like to bash his head in with a hammer.
Oh, he'd love to fish out our secrets, but he has no clue. He's not crazy enough. Not crazy like us, Sonny.
Yeah!
Being crazy's a requirement, Sonny. Who else could understand the world when it's like this? It takes crazy to know crazy.
That's the sanest thing I've heard in a while.
Zane! You're all right, Tom. Hey, we like him, don't we, bro? He's got to go to the farm.
The Anderson Farm. Valhalla!
We wrote it all down, lest we forget. A crash course. All you need to know to get your head right. You need to find the message.
Here, Sonny, here's something for you. Gave me a rash, but I kept it safe from these bastards.
My head was clearing up, or according to Hartman, I was sinking back into the fantasy. I was convinced he was lying to me about everything. Crazy or not, the Andersons made more sense.
Tom, you got any booze on you?
Yeah, no.
We have a stash of the special stuff at the farm. Our own formula. Local ingredients. Medicine clears your head right up. Makes you remember like moonbeams on the brain.
Oh, I just noticed. Leather patches on the elbows? That's not very rock and roll.
Tom just lost is all. Baba Yaga got to him too, the damn witch.
She used us all. Taken from all of us. Took my thunder, the witch.
And my ravens, what were they? Memory and thought, the hag.
She took something from you too, didn't she? That's what she does.
We're better off. This place, the lake, it gives you power. If you're a creator, an artist, a god.
Nightmare shifted in their sleep in the darkness of the lake.
Yeah, that's
Ну, можно их перестать слушать, надо как бы несут всякую.
They're only in your head, and they're not there when you wake up. So you can't wake up because I'm in charge now, and I don't want to disappear. My nightmare is the publisher people who want to make a contribution so they can say they made a contribution. And then we end up with mullets in there because they think mullets are funny, but it wasn't supposed to be about mullets, and now it's about mullets. And when it's in slow motion, they call it mullet time because the numbers came back from marketing that mullet time is the hook we needed to go big in the target demographic. And they're not even kidding.
Посмотрим, что здесь.
Oh, hello. I've painted you.
Okay.
I was just struck by inspiration a couple of days ago. Dr. Hartman wanted me to paint landscapes, and that's what I was doing. But now I've been doing these things, a lot of them. The images just keep coming. Dr. Hartman likes them. He has them in his office.
Yeah?
He's very proud of me. He says I'm getting much better. I think I'm getting better. Well, I guess I'd better start wrapping this up. The storm is almost here. Look at that. I'd hate to be out there tonight.
Это тьма. Тьма, что еще может двигаться так? Вернуться в свою комнату. Доктор Хартман оставил Уэйка одного и посоветовал вернуться к себе в палату. Попробовать писать это должно помочь в лечении. Комната там у нас сверху, да?
Hey, Wake, why don't you humor Dr. Hartman and give the writing a shot, huh? Typewriter's in your room. You can get to your room by those stairs, Wake.
У меня такие глаза, как будто он что-то испугался или что.
Something's wrong. I'm not myself. It's hard to think. There's a shadow inside my head. I can only focus on writing. Everything else is a blur. I'm trapped in this cabin. Have been for days, but it's always dark outside. My editor is real. I saw her again. She's not human. It's not human. A dark presence is wearing the old woman's face. She was covered in clinging shadows. There's a hole in her chest where her heart should be. I think I've made a horrible mistake. I don't think I'm any closer to saving Alice. It's been lying to me, using me to get the story it wants, and the story will come true.
А здесь вот это что-то называется штрих-код или что? Я такую штуку видел на продуктах питания. Ну, на упаковках. А такие штуки, квадратики. Что это тут делает, непонятно.
Hartman wanted me to write. I knew I couldn't, but I figured I should just play along for now. It was the only thing I could do with Nurse Birch watching me like a hawk. Hartman had mentioned that the power had been acting up. Maybe that was the reason for the generator and the work light on the balcony. The generator hadn't been activated, and there was no key.
Эмерсон. А тот псих, да?
The white glare of the blank page in front of me hurt my eyes. My hands began to shake uncontrollably.
Everybody calm down. Put that down. Bert, I need help.
Hey, Wake, you stay here. I'm gonna go see what's up. You just keep doing what you're doing. Be cool, okay?
I didn't know what the chaos was all about, but it could be my only chance of getting out of here.
Сейчас стало намного страшнее тут находиться. Ух ты, Тербас.
Well, things are unraveling fast, aren't they?
It's my storm. I'm taking it. We're on a comeback tour, baby!
Sinclair looked bad. That wasn't a love tap. The crazy old fart hit her hard. If she was one of Hartman's goons, she had it coming. I had to get to Hartman's office. He had taken all my manuscript pages. That's where he'd been keeping them.
Out and face the music, Birch. It's time to pay the piper.
Нам сюда.
Maybe you could come out and meet our since you're so tough, Birch.
The markings on the tape said they were recordings Hartman had made of the sessions with his patients. I saw Alice's name on one of them. For a moment, I couldn't breathe right.
А тот художник все нарисовал, да? Или пациенты? Я вот прослушал, Алан что-то сказал. Не, ну все не могли нарисовать. А так качественно не могут. Тут один художник только нарисовал это все. Оно нарисовало одержимых, тех, кого мы видели. Вот вороны, вот мы с ними сталкивались. Собак еще не видели, но их тут нету. Вот этих вот с гаечным ключом был, да, ну типа того. С топорами очень много было гопников. Да, тут изображено то, что видел Алан. Можно сказать так.
Now, Mrs. Wake, can you tell me about Alan's problems?
He's more and more out of control all the time. The parties, he's so angry all the time. He's getting violent.
Do you mean with you?
No, not with me. No, never. Sometimes I almost wish Alan would take a swing at me, because at least that'd lead to a conversation he couldn't just march out of. But no. Alan doesn't really sleep. And the work, well, he's not writing at all. He sits there for hours and just gets more and more frustrated. And I can't talk to him.
Yes. Tell me, Mrs. Wake, what would you say to him if he'd listen?
I don't know. I want to say, I look at you, and it's not you. Just some stranger who resembles you. Looking out from behind your eyes, and I don't like that guy much. And now it's all gonna go to hell.
But you don't ever say this.
No. I've tried, but he's not listening. He's too deep in his own problems, always going on about something else. I'm so afraid I'm gonna lose him, and we're not even talking anymore. He doesn't let me in anymore. He just keeps me in the dark. I'm so alone here, even when he's home. Please help me, Doctor, because I'm at my wit's end.
Well, if you can just get him here, I'll absolutely do my very best.
Yeah, but Doctor, you need to be careful with him. He's not just going to listen to you and cooperate. He's the most stubborn man I've ever met.
Well, I'll be sure to bear that in mind.
Hearing her voice, what she was saying made me happy and sick and guilty all at once. Worst of all, I recognized the words. The phone call from her. It had been a cut-up of this. Just a recording.
Это что?
The photo on the wall caught my attention. In it, the clinic staff was standing outside the lodge. I knew the man next to Hartman. He was the kidnapper. Hartman had been playing me all along.
Да, это персонал его.
Let me out of here! Hartman, do you hear me? I'm gonna chew your crazy quack ass to shreds! Seriously! Do you have any idea how much trouble you're in? I am famous. I represent a celebrity. They'll be looking for me. Oh, that's how you want to play it? Is that how you want to play it? Really? Okay, that's how we'll play it. It'll be hardball all the way. You're seriously, man. I'm willing to forget the whole thing if you let me out now. Just let me out! Hey, you think I can't hear you out there? I hear you just fine. What, is this how you get your kicks, Hartman? I knew you were weird. You got that weird guy look. If you're one of those nurses, I'll double what he's paying you, okay? Do you have any idea how much I make as an agent of a best-selling writer? A lot. Is a personal check good?
Barry?
Ow!
Well, about time.
Barry, man, am I glad to see you. We need to get to Hartman's office.
It's right next door.
You okay?
Yeah. I mean, no. The cops found me at Rose's trailer, but they didn't hassle me too much. I'm obviously a victim in this, and I demanded to be treated as such. Or else I'd sue their asses. Speaking of asses, that Fed gave me a real hard time, but I had no clue where you were. That guy's crazy, Al. But he let me go, and then I get a call from Hartman, that son of a bitch, who tells me you're here, and I should come pick you up, but when I got here, 2 goons clobbered me and stuck me in there.
What's with the cutout?
I stole it from the diner to piss off Rose after what she did to us. That'll teach her.
Yeah, that's a harsh punishment. Come on, pal, we gotta get going. These were all the pages I had on me. And more.
Alan, please. You're sliding back into the...
Tell me one more lie and I'll shoot you in the face.
Ah, well, it was worth a shot. Really, Wake, come on. Let's work together on this. You have no idea...
Hartman, shut up! Barry, get out of here. I'll catch up with you. Get a car.
Oh, Al, let's just...
Go!
Wake, listen to me. This is a mistake. Don't you see? Together we can create something absolutely wonderful. With your ability and mine.
Find a way out.
Вот тоже нельзя. А, блин, зажимать надо. Не понял. Да, уже подзабыл. Такая тупая механика здесь. Можно сказать так. Надо чем-то кликать. Стоп, куда там надо? А что там задать? Сбежать из клиники. Угу. Ну подожди, надо же на 2-й этаж вроде бы, да? Тут все летает. Сейчас посложнее стало. Ну, сложнее крутить эту самую баранку. Потом бежать надо. Да что? А, понял. И чё? У меня одна всего была. Чё это? Ну ладно. Там, может, нафармить можно, а? Нельзя нафармить. Какая-то рекламка. Вот он, дрифт. Нам туда нужно попасть. Он должен нам пробить это самый проход. Ой, елки, зажала она. Как там выбраться, не пострадать? Фиг его знает. Но тут ничего интересного нету, поэтому... Ну, тут я уже обшарил, когда играл.
I found the car, but the gate's locked. You're gonna have to go through the hedge maze over there.
Barry, I don't have a light.
Take this, Al. Oh God! Look at the house, Al! Look out!
Так, погоди, как куда там бежать? Вроде сюда. Но сейчас получше будет, фонарики есть. Нам, короче, к тому фонарю нужно. Тут я не вижу больше фонарей. Тут тупик, да, тут тупики есть еще. Короче, я его не слушаю. Я знаю, что мне надо делать. А, это тупичок. Сколько там патронов? 20. Неплохо. А фаря лучше поставить на потом. Блин, вот идет. Что-то еще было. Да. Ну давай, свети на него. Не хочу на него тратить. Куда там идти, блин, не знаю. Блин, толстячок, да? Тут записка. Надо, наверное, стреляться здесь будет. Много. А далеко там фонарь, а? Может, пешком туда добежать? Ну, то есть, никого не трогая. Это тупо лабиринт. Давай иди. О. Вроде сэкономил я. Ну-ка, фары. Да, 2 фара есть. Биться не обязательно. Тут надо патроны экономить. Вот там я также лавочку пропустил, да? Кажется. Ну и ладно. Блин, тут еще те будут. Я не знаю, за что взяться, либо за... Вот, вечно не хватает чего-то все время. Тут батареек. Ну это да, это глава сложная. Ракетница. Нет, ракетницу не хочу тратить. Ты такой толстый, а? Блин, достали эти уже вороны. Где они? Тут, да, пускай летят сюда. А, елки. Батарейки не хочу тратить на них. Так, ну подожди-ка, тут есть еще. Знать бы сколько батареек. И 1 фаер потратить. Успел, да? Ракетница. Она потом пригодится. Ну-ка, а тут что-то ничок есть где? Пока непонятно. Сначала полутаться бы. А потом сохраниться. Вот здесь. Бля, это 2 берсерка я не заметил. Ой, елки, там что-то красненькое. Бегом, 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 бегом. Не хочу с ними драться. А, нельзя здесь. Елки. Придется биться с ними. Блин, тут я не знал, что есть эта фигня. Ну или все-таки фаером может быть. Как-нибудь. Быстрее давай, есть. Да, пропусти меня, есть. Фу. О, бежим, 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 бежим. Добежали, чуваки. Молодцы. О, можно передохнуть. Но очень не хотелось просто тратить. Если я потратил, я бы, блин, бомжом стал. Револьвера. Подожди, а что это за место такое? Ну-ка, 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 тут у нас... А, надо брать, да. Тут просто, думаю, не вернешься сюда, если уйдешь отсюда. Так, куда там? Нам нужно вот до той точки, да, добраться? Ага. Сейчас мы на раз-два сделаем. Да, хочется постреляться, но это у нас не шутер. Как бы. Вот, нам туда надо. Тут фаеры потребуются. Я вот на это и берег все это дело. Ну-ка, тут подлянка будет какая? Нет. Ну, тут могли напасть. Я об этом подумал. Стоять, это что такое у нас? О. Для дробаша. Литьевые это... Дробовик такой же. Так, все, не берется. Ракетницу оставим и на большое скопление, если... Это желательно в толстячка выстрелить. Тут обязательно будет он. Значит, давайте в следующей серии продолжим. На этом я серию завершаю. Увидимся в следующей.